And the quest for free, fair, credible, transparent, generally accepted, inclusive and peaceful elections in Nigeria, the Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC has demanded for an electronic voting system and transmission of results. According to the president of the Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC, Engineer Yabagi Yusuf Sani, at a press conference held in Abuja on Monday, the council has rejected the exclusion of the electronic transmission of results and the final version of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill by the National Assembly expected to be passed into law this month.
Also in IPAC, this clause runs contrary to the provisions of Section 40 and 42 of the Constitution on the inalienable fundamental rights of every eligible citizen to participate in the electoral processes. Accordingly, the IPAC is calling on the National Assembly to, as a matter of urgency, initiate the process of amending the new act by expunging the contentious clause. While doing so will be in keeping with the understanding between the National Assembly and the President, the amendment will also be bringing the act in tune with the Constitution, which categorically stipulates that political office holders are only to vacate their positions or appointments 30 days before the elections. With the Electoral Act and its revolutionary provisions and innovations, there are silver linings appearing on the nation's political and democratic firmaments. It is a transformational departure from an inglorious era to a new dawn in the ways and manner of conducting elections in Nigeria. Highlights of the new Electoral Act that inspire hope include the clause that stipulates that funds for general elections must be released at least 1 year before the elections. This is, in the opinion of IPAC, will provide the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the requisite time span and scope for proper and adequate preparations without the usual encumbrances resulting from delays and red tapeism experienced in the remittance of funds from government. This is just as Section 94 of the Act stipulates early commencement of campaign seasons at least 150 days to elections. Political opportunists and scavengers have exploited loopholes in the nation's electoral laws, regulations to manipulate elections in favor of themselves or their cronies. Invariably, because they are not reflective of the people's desire and choice, governance has been carried out with impunity and reckless abandon. The Inter-Party Advisory Council is advocating that all hands must be on deck to ensure that the revolutionary and transformative provisions of the Act go beyond mere paperwork to realities in the conduct of elections in the country. We in the IPAC are confident that the practice of distorting figures of votes cast may have become history. Also, very pertinently, we believe that the provisions in the Act for the application of bimodal voters accreditation and authentication system, BVAS, as well as the other technologies and digitalization and the electoral process will tremendously enhance the integrity and credibility of future elections in the country.